Hello, welcome, and thanks for joining us on this edition of News 2. I'm Sandra Gumansing. The Departments of Human Services and Education have joined forces to make sure a planned construction project on the campus of a St. Croix school causes the least disruption. But parents and teachers are concerned that this project, set to begin in less than 2 weeks, will jeopardize the health and safety of both students and staff. News 2's Erica Parsons has more.
Plans to construct a Head Start facility on the campus of Claudio Marco Elementary School is getting some pushback.
It's actually being constructed on the track and playground. That will interrupt the students' play and the programs that they have.
The one level 10 classroom project is part of the Department of Human Services plan for another early childhood center.
It will replace most of the Head Start centers, which are not in one building but in several scattered sites around the Frederiksted area.
We all support early childhood education. Clearly, that's not an issue. The issue is the untimeliness of the construction project and the health and safety issues.
Construction is expected to begin within 10 days. Crews would have to go in through this back gate to get access to the field and the playground where the new facility will be built. Soto Thomas says all the stakeholders weren't included in the planning stages. Teachers were formally told Tuesday and parents were notified during a Parent-Teacher Association meeting Wednesday.
I don't want for anything to happen to these children. A lot of them have acute asthma. And that's a serious situation there. I think the superintendent said only about 13 of them that have been identified. But things can develop. You need to look at the noise factor.
They're also concerned about the impact to students' concentration and ultimately achievement. The project was supposed to start in June but was delayed with the bidding process. Construction will take place during the school's hours and could take up to a year or longer. Education officials released a statement in response to parents' concerns, saying the health and safety of everyone on campus is a top priority. They said they have discussed fencing the site, sharing other schools' facilities, and watering the grounds regularly to keep the dust down.
Education officials early on, both the leadership at Claudio Marco School and from the Department of Education district and state offices, had asked for a number of measures to be put into place to mitigate as much as we can, any impacts from the dust and noise. A number of ideas were discussed and were agreed upon and will be done.
Erica Parsons, News 2.
The new facility will also double as an emergency shelter during disasters. Students will not have full access to the field while construction is ongoing, and parents also raised concerns about when the track would be repaired after completion. Senate President Sean Michael Malone, a member of the Executive Committee of the National Black Caucus of State Legislatures, met with fellow NBCSL leaders today to discuss how the organization can assist in ensuring that the Virgin Islands and other U.S. territories are fully included under the Affordable Care Act. The Virgin Islands is currently only partially covered by the groundbreaking healthcare legislation popularly known as Obamacare. The Senate President spoke directly about his concerns to officials from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, including Paul Diogardi, Director of Intergovernmental and External Affairs. The senator said he received assurances that the U.S. Virgin Islands would soon be fully included under the Affordable Care Act. Public Works Commissioner Darrell Smalls is advising the St. Croix motoring public that beginning next Monday, September 23rd, emergency road work will be carried out to repair the collapsed section of Hams Bluff Road. The work will be centered in the vicinity of Rainbow Beach, outside Frederiksted Town. Motorists are urged to exercise caution and be on the lookout for the flagmen and traffic directional signs. The road repairs are expected to continue through October 1st. And Public Works is asking for the public's cooperation during this emergency and unanticipated road work. Also on St. Thomas, the department will be patching areas of the roadways on Main Street, Back Street, and downtown Charlotte-Amalie beginning at 9 a.m. on Friday, September 20th. Traffic may be rerouted and through traffic may experience delays as a result of the patching operation. Texting while driving, that's a no-no, and today AT&T along with other wireless providers in the territory are reminding VI motorists that even though it's tempting to take a peek at that text message while you're driving, it might cost lives. News2's April Knight has more.
Customers who visited an AT&T store today got a chance to test drive this contraption, a driving simulator complete with a steering wheel, gas and brake pedals, and a screen. The customer sits behind the wheel and starts driving. He receives a text message, reads the message, and suddenly
I smacked somebody's car. It's pretty scary, and it really convinces you can't text and drive at the same time.
it's all part of AT&T's It Can Wait campaign. And today, the company is urging drivers around the nation to make a very important pledge.
As part of its It Can Wait campaign, AT&T and other wireless providers are pushing for motorists never to text while driving, because no text is worth putting your life or anyone else's at risk.
According to a Virginia tech study, it takes 4.6 seconds to send or receive texts while driving. If you're going 55 miles per hour, you would have gone the entire length of a football field without noticing.
When that happens, could be you're passing a red light. There's a car actually coming on the other direction. You missed a stop sign.
And since 20% of fatal crashes involving teenagers are due to cell phone use,
We're also trying to promote this initiative in schools with kids that are now getting their driver's licenses. We even have what we call the BFF pledge. So you and your friend, if you're going to be hanging out in your car, that you also know that no texting.
you can make a pledge by signing the banners, putting a bumper sticker on your car, or by going to Facebook. For the rest of the year, the local AT&T, joined by other providers, hopes to engage the community, urging drivers to keep their eyes off their cell phones and on the road. April Knight for News 2.
AT&T is trying to reach 10,000 signatures this year, and it's inviting the entire driving community to take the pledge to avoid texting while driving. Crime prevention is up to all of us. Crime Stoppers allows you to do that anonymously with no fear of retaliation without having to testify in a court of law. With that in mind, here's this week's Crime Stoppers report on St. Croix on Wednesday, July 23rd. In the Mount Victory area, the burned body of Mr. Earl James was found inside his burned vehicle, a white Toyota Tacoma with the license plate CEQ 323. The night before, Tuesday evening, July 22nd, officers received a call that unknown individuals had stopped a vehicle similar to the one owned by Mr. Charles in the vicinity of Concordia Villas housing community in the Alexander Henderson Elementary School. The stopped vehicle was described as a white Toyota Tacoma driven by a black male. If you were in the area and saw anyone or anything involving this vehicle, speak up. Now, over on St. John, VIPD and other enforcement agencies are seeking information from the community in identifying the individuals bringing in illegal aliens and drugs to the various shores of St. John. If you see boats dropping off people along the shorelines and or packages being dropped in the water, please call 911 or Crime Stoppers. On St. Thomas on Saturday, September 7th at 1:30 a.m., a man was walking in the vicinity of Shipwreck in Havenside, heading home when he was shot in the leg. The man is unaware as to who shot him. If you know anything about this shooting, please let Crime Stoppers know. Telling Crime Stoppers what you know about these or any other crimes, you can log on to www.crimestoppersusvi.org or by calling 1-800-222-TIPS. Remember, if your tip leads to an arrest or the recovery of stolen property, illegal drugs, or weapons, you will receive a cash reward to be paid according to your instructions. In 12 days, thousands of federal employees could be told to stay home. That's the deadline for Congress and the White House to agree on a way to keep the government funded. The House of Representatives says it will pass a bill Friday, but there's a catch. Danielle Nottingham reports from Capitol Hill.
The budget battle is heating up, with the House set to pass a bill that will prevent a government shutdown but stop funding for President Obama's health care reform law.
It is a train wreck. It has to go.
And some Republicans in the Senate would rather force a government shutdown than back down from their opposition to the health care law.
The stated good intentions of Obamacare aren't working, and the losers are the American people.
But Democrats control the Senate, and they plan to pull the provision gutting health care before they pass the funding bill.
We're sending a strong message to the House. We will not blink.
The White House has sent notice the president will veto any bill that attempts to gut his health care law.
The 3 years since Obamacare passed, we've seen the slowest growth in health care costs on record.
If the two sides can't resolve their differences by October 1st, the government will run out of money and be forced to partially shut down. Danielle Nottingham, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
Meanwhile, keeping our eye on the economy, Google wants to upstage Apple on its own turf. The internet giant is bringing its digital wallet to the iPhone. It's a challenge to the Passbook program that Apple has built into the iPhone's operating system. Both Google Wallet and Passbook let users make purchases, store loyalty cards, and scan coupons using their mobile device. Meanwhile, stocks were mixed a day after setting record highs following the Federal Reserve's surprise decision to keep its economic stimulus program in place. This is the New York Stock Exchange Scotiabank Stock Market Watch. The Dow up 40, Dow down 40, NASDAQ up 5, S&P also down at 3. Coming up on News 2, did you purchase a VI Lottery Beach Treasures ticket? You could be the lucky one to take home the $175,000 grand prize treasure. And we have the winning numbers coming up next. The St. Croix Foundation celebrates its 23rd anniversary with their annual birthday block party. The event is a time for the foundation to share with the community what they are doing to provide leadership during these trying economic times. Also, thanks to the foundation, 2 students will be heading to California to intern with Facebook. News 2's Shanika Robinson has that story.
Tonight, the St. Croix Foundation will be celebrating its 23rd anniversary with their annual birthday block party in Sunday Market Square from 5:30 to 8:30 p.m.
Tonight we're celebrating 2 different things. One, we want to recognize our founders and all the work that's been done to date. And we just want people out and about in our community. We cannot have healthy St. Croix and St. Thomas without healthy towns.
The St. Croix Foundation was founded after Hurricane Hugo, and its core mission at inception was advocating for strong island governance. The foundation was created in response to a crisis, and according to Dewey, we are again facing one in our community.
The foundation was created out of a crisis, and the crisis was Hurricane Hugo. Well, we have another crisis. It may not be a natural disaster, but it certainly is a socio-economic problem we're facing. Issues of high crime, issues of undereducated youth.
Apart from tonight's celebration, the foundation is proud of their community development work. Today, the foundation is facilitating culinary internships with Facebook through their annual fundraiser, the St. Croix Food and Wine Experience.
2 of our young people from our vocational culinary program have been chosen to go to Facebook to serve as interns for 2 weeks. Now, Facebook chefs came and worked last year's Taste of St. Croix and the St. Croix Food and Wine Experience. And they were so impressed with our young people, they said, we want to take some back to California to let them see what we do.
At tonight's event, more great news will be revealed and the community is asked to bring their input.
We're asking people to come out and eat and dine with us, and also just, talk to us a little bit about, the work that we're doing and how they can join us in some of the projects that we're working on.
Shaniqua Robinson, News 2.
The St. Croix Foundation's 23rd anniversary celebration is occurring right now, and there is still time to head down to Times Square and join in the celebration. Speaking of celebration, the India Association of St. Thomas celebrated the Hindu festival of Ganesh Wednesday night. The association's cultural center was even more colorful as Indians in the community honored India's god of knowledge and wisdom. According to the association, this is the first time that the celebration was an interfaith event. The Most Reverend Herbert Bavard, Catholic Bishop of St. Thomas, also attended the event and joined hands with Malu Alwani, president of the India Association, in prayer. The annual Indian festival honors Ganesh for 10 days. Sukkot, the Jewish festival of giving thanks for the fall harvest, is being recognized by the Jewish community. On Wednesday evening, Rabbi Mark and members of the Hebrew congregation celebrated dinner under the Sukkot. It also commemorates the 40 years of Jewish wandering in the desert after the giving of the Torah atop of Mount Sinai. Sukkot is celebrated 5 days after Yom Kippur and marked by several distinct traditions. One which takes the commandment to dwell in booths or erecting a sukkah, a small temporary booth or hut commonly used during the 7-day festival for eating, entertaining, and even for sleeping. Well, reggae lovers are gearing up for the big Reggae Emancipation on St. Thomas and St. Croix this weekend, featuring live performances by Luton Fire, Nayora, Pressure Bus Pipe, and much, much more. Reggae legend Nayora stopped by to tell us more.
reggae emancipation. Reggae music, you know, the music that we are a part of, that industry, is the music that helps people elevate from the slums within themselves. You know, it's a music that should help people spiritually. Reggae emancipation, first of all, it's an event that I'm doing in association with F Square Promotions, all right? Life Water Promotions and I Grade Records. All right, it's going to be live performances by Luton Fire out of Kingston, Jamaica, Pressure and myself, along with Ras Batch from St. Croix. We're going to be backed by the band that I tour with on the west coast of America and also Europe, called the Jack Current Band. It's also going to be a video shoot that's going to be shot by Digitac Films for one of my singles entitled Love You Same Way, on the Diamonds and Gold rhythm that was released in Jamaica a few months ago, all right? And you know, we're gonna have Redman in the house, we're gonna have DJ Omar, we're gonna have Red Lion Sounds. It's just gonna be an epic, epic show. Reggae Emancipation is something that everyone should attend. It's gonna be off the chain.
Oh, looking forward to that. Well, did you purchase a VI Lottery Beach Treasures ticket? You could be the lucky one to take home the $175,000 grand prize treasure. Well, here on NEWS2, starting from tonight, we will be announcing the winning numbers and prizes from the VI Lottery. And here are the winning numbers.
The VI Lottery presents draw results exclusively on NEWS2. First prize for $175,000, 04241, 04241. Second prize for $65,000, 06240, 06240. Third prize for $40,000, 27152, 27152. Fourth prize, $30,000, 18731, 18731. Fifth prize for $20,000, 11305, 11305. If your ticket number wasn't called, keep trying. One of these days, your number could win. The next drawing is October 10th. Play the VI Lottery and imagine the possibilities.
Well, good luck and be sure to check those tickets. Be sure to stick around. Your NEWS2 AccuWeather forecast is coming up next.